Okay, guys, welcome to SAN Podcast, Sense Abi Nonsense.
Yes.
And my name is God's Tribeman Bansagev, and I'm here with my brethren, my people of the Lord. We have Archangel, aka
I'm Melody.
Amilani, and we have
Alicia. No,
Ali-
it's just Alice.
Alicia. You dey confuse us now.
Nah, Alice.
Okay, that's
Alice.
like
Like
the Spanish
more like
version.
Spanish.
Yeah, Spanish version of it.
Latino.
Okay, on this podcast we'll be talking about a lot of issues that are affecting us, that are affecting you in particular, you. Exactly. And today we'll be looking at one of the things that has eaten so deep in the society, which we call dead body, the smell flowers. I've been thinking, like, Lodi,
Yeah.
do you remember when last somebody gave you flower, or has somebody
Nah.
ever given you flower?
Nah, I can't
Nobody
even
has given you
remember,
flower.
man. I can't
Nobody has
remember.
given you flower. In
Never
fact,
ever.
In fact, if you give me flower now, I will just thank you. Be like, say, I will tattoo your name for my body.
Oh my
Straight
god,
up,
that's
man.
extreme.
But that's far fetched from you. You've been getting flowers.
As for
on a daily
fine girls
basis.
at ID,
Mhm.
I cannot relate to you guys.
Aww.
we are alone on this.
I cannot relate.
We are alone on this.
I cannot relate.
So, but you see, a lot of us, like for instance, God forbid, I die now, somebody will definitely bring flower to my grave.
Definitely.
Bring flower, and flower is a show of love, actually.
Sure.
So if we are saying people don't give us flowers when we are alive, that means people don't give us the love we deserve when we are alive, the love, the support we deserve when we are alive. So the flowers we're talking about is not like a literal flower. Talk about the support, the love, and all of that. Just like I have a business, I post it on my status, and all I need you to do for me is repost it
Yeah.
or like it
Share,
or comment or
refer.
patronize me and all of that. But you go look and you go jump and pass. So now I don't know, Alice. Do you think this is intentional, or people are just focused more on their business and then they forget that they need to support other people?
Well, I feel like in the society we now live in, it's like a jungle out there. Every man for himself.
Survival of the fittest.
So exactly. So everybody is about to hustle. Everybody is about what they can do, what they can bring to the table. I mean, there's pressure everywhere, from like family to like your friends. I mean, you wake up one day and somebody bought a Benz. Of course, you're
Choking
just like you're like, oh, I have to double up and all that. And in the process of doing that, I feel like people tend to forget. For some, it's really not intentional. They just they are so engrossed in whatever thing that they are doing for themselves that they just forget.
So we are not supposed to feel bad
But
about it.
no, of course not. I feel like there's a place for balance. You cannot, no man is an island. So whatever you're hustling for is for the benefit of somebody else, maybe your loved ones and all that. Nobody was created to exist as a unit of themselves. So if you are just, you will lose everything at the end of the day.
At the end of the day,
You
lose
lose
everything. So
everything.
Lodi, is it that people have decided not to show love to people who are alive purposely, or there are certain things, or people love you more when you are dead? Is it that people get to realize that this person was important, this person played a role in my life, I need to show this person love? Because there's this thing called, it's a last respect. When they may not give you first respect. So why is it that like that?
Well, basically talking about going to what Ali said earlier, I feel life happens. So somehow we could say sometimes it's not their fault, but sometimes it's their fault because there needs to be a balance. Because
Intentionality.
because the truth is everybody's going through stuff.
True.
So sometimes it's not intentional, but people tend to forget.
But when you die, they don't
Yeah,
forget.
do you understand? It's not intentional.
Yeah.
No, it has gone to a point that right now, when you even die, like people don't really give a shit like it used to be. Do you understand? Because before now, when you hear a family member is dead, man, wherever you are, you
Yeah,
must
people
come.
travel.
Do you
It's
understand?
like a
People
thing.
travel
It
for
happens,
burial.
it happens. It still happens.
It still happens, but it's
People book
less.
flights, people book flights from, somebody can book flights
What
from
I'm
Lagos to
saying-
Abuja. for
What
a
I'm
burial.
saying is
But that person
less.
cannot cross the road to go and greet.
When you were ill
you
or
understand?
something to come
What
out.
I'm saying is right now it's less than the way it used to be. Do you understand?
Understand.
And now self like it's more like a business. Do you understand? People come for burials to meet people and close business deals, People come for. Do you understand?
They don't
So
buy
it's
this.
more like a business right now than the way it used to be. Before, people would be like, no, we're at the burial. Like after the burial, let's discuss this.
Yeah.
But right now, people do
That
it
the
there.
burial, that's
But do you know that?
a
Do you
root
know
of
that? Even
connection.
with that, do you know that if you invite somebody for a birthday party and you invite somebody for burial, do you know that the turnout for the burial will more than that of birthday?
Definitely.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Definitely.
now, of
Yeah,
course.
it's happening right
Of course,
now.
you know how much people spend on burials. Like where me I come from.
Okay.
Like, okay, now there's somebody was asking me one time why I came up with that dead body with smell flower kind of
Okay.
thing. And I remember in my secondary school there was this woman. Her house was outside the school fence. So she lived in a thatch house. I know her very well. Like anytime I'm passing through that road, I'll see that woman.
Yeah.
She lives in a thatch house. If it's raining, she'll be struggling to find a place in her house to sleep. This one is not be say person tell me say that wetin dey happen with this. Now something wey I been see with my own eye, clearly with my own eye. So and then when this woman, so me I felt this woman doesn't have anybody. That was the conclusion I came to.
Logically, yeah.
So when this woman died, come see burial.
Are you
The
kidding
whole
me?
place will choke.
Wow.
As in, like my people, they like digging this kind of grave where they tie and all of that. So
Okay.
the grave was like, I think that was one of the times I began to see those kind of graves. So I was like, man, so these people get family member. I just seen a person where if she died, she would
No
not
one
any
would
house.
care.
Inside house, water and all of that.
Oh, wow.
And then people came and all of that. So the whole thing got me thinking, like, why are human beings like that? Is it that they just want to? I mean, it's be like saying, you can help me. This thing that eye service, I don't waiting.
Well, I just feel people don't really care much the way they're supposed to, because the way human being is being wired, I feel the selfish part of a man, most times, if not controlled, do overtake the part that cares.
That's
Do you understand? Yeah,
okay.
that's evil over good. Now, because usually it's supposed to be this way, that when a brethren, or when a brother or a sister or
Yeah.
any loved one need help from you, you're supposed to come through. But
Yeah.
now, what has been trending, or what has been order of the day now, most especially in this dispensation, is that people don't care till they feel it has gone to your neck like this. It has
It's
killed
not
you,
good
or almost.
alternative.
So
Well-
if they look for 5K now, you post for start
Omo,
to send you.
Actually,
Nobody will really send you, but when they hear say, "Omo, this thing,
critical,
you don't
you
hook you,
will
they don't carry you go
probably-
hospital." You see that people, someone will be there
They
that will
will
say,
come and have the
"Oh,
guts and say, why didn't you tell me?
Do you
I'm
understand?
Like, what language did you want me to?
Do you
How
get?
did you want?
So
what
people will be
language
there that
do you
will
want
even
me
say,
to
me, I will even take care of the whole hospital
Yes.
bills. People will be there that will buy the most expensive food, the most expensive stuff, and bring for you at the hospital.
And sometimes
and
that
stuff
even
like
comes
that.
from a place of selfishness.
understand?
Like,
Yes,
it's
so
not
I
necessarily
feel
that they
it's-
want to help
yeah,
you.
I
it's that
feel it's
they want to have a say
selfishness,
that
yeah.
when you were at your lowest,
I helped you.
That is
They-
what I
they
said. So
helped you,
the
and
part that they actually
like a
care
strong a hold
is
on
down.
you.
The selfish part of a man is up. So it makes it now in a way that it looks like a cliche. That's how I see it.
Okay.
Like, you're not really doing it because you care. You're doing it because someday you might say, okay, this is it. I did this for you. So you're actually putting up a show.
But how then can you tell the difference between when somebody is being genuine?
That's another thing.
Now-
Like, how would you tell if they're being genuine?
when the bad part begins to surpass
Now,
the good part,
the
that
truth
kind
is,
of
the truth,
differentiates.
when people are genuine, people who are genuine are always there. And they do it with nothing to gain.
And you have very few of them.
Do you understand? They do it now. When people, the only way you know people are genuine, or people are doing stuff for you, and it's not for selfish reason, is they do it when they have nothing to gain. That's the only way you can
Pure
know.
intention.
They do it when they have nothing to gain. It's just like, I want to give this example, though the word is messed up right now, but I'll still
Okay.
give the example. It's just like a 45-year-old caring for a 10-year-old girl.
No, we'll call her sugar daddy.
Do you understand? Caring for a 10-year-old, yeah.
They're not being
I
sugar
went that
daddy
down,
with
yeah. I
10-year-old
went that
now.
down so that the age, do you understand? The
Okay,
age
so I don't
difference.
look like sugar daddy.
You know, we look like
Okay,
someone you
yeah.
can even sleep with and stuff.
Sure.
So if a 40-something-year-old is caring for a 10-year-old, then it's genuine. Why? He doesn't have anything to gain. But
What
if,
if he's a pedophile?
well, I don't know.
You see,
That's why I say in this dispensation, do you understand? It's possible that. But imagine a guy who a mature guy or
Yeah.
an adult caring for a 18, 17, 20 years, and
Yeah.
you definitely know that there's
Maybe there are
something.
strings attached.
Do you
Yeah,
get?
even if
Because
there's no strings
even if there are no
So-
strings, you'll be tempted to think so, because men hardly, or people hardly help these days without wanting something in return.
But do you think there are people out there who can help you with that wanting anything?
I
Definitely.
will speak for myself. I am somebody that will help people without wanting anything in return.
Sure.
Okay, I will not say 100% sure,
Yeah.
because of course sometimes you're helping somebody and you're calculating, you're like, so.
Yes.
Yeah. This
Well,
just
That's
all
the
these guys
human. That's
always
the
try
human
to
part
come-
of it.
yeah, just your human
The
nature.
human nature.
Come into
If
play.
you're bank,
Oh,
you're banking,
okay.
you might
And
not really want
ironically, these are things that they actually teach you
yes.
to do. Like they're literally people having conversations about this thing, how to place yourself. They call it placement strategy,
Because
right?
Yeah.
So that it's like a give and take kind of thing. So you are pouring it. It's like an investment. So
Yes,
you're investing and then
Yeah.
you're awaiting return. But I feel like for me as a human being, as a person, I can go out of my way for somebody without strings attached.
Yeah, sure.
It is not all the time. Please God, I am not the Lord Jesus Christ. It is not all the time, but
Yeah.
as much as possible, I can go out. Of my
But
way for people.
when our society presently, do you feel the love people get when they are alive is more than the love they get when they are dead, or do you think it's balanced? Do you think
Cool.
It's
these
not
days
balanced.
when they give dead body flowers past
It's
people they are
not
alive?
balanced.
It's not
It's not
balanced.
balanced at
It's
all.
not balanced, and it's supposed to be balanced. Now,
Yes.
I feel people get love more when they die, when they are no more.
Like Mohbad.
Now, talking about Mohbad issue,
Exactly.
Mohbad just died, and there was a time Mohbad cried out for help. Mohbad, I think he went to some people, his close friends and stuff. Now, the person I actually knew about that really stood out and helped him or came through for him that everybody knew about was Bella Shmurda.
Yeah.
You understand? Now, maybe other people helped him but underground, but we
Yeah.
didn't know about them. But Bella Shmurda came out like irrespective
vocal
of
about it,
anything.
was
In
loud.
fact,
Do you
in
get?
fact, in fact, everybody pointing out will know that was the only person that came out.
Yeah,
you understand?
Because this same Naira Marley way they fight Bella Shmurda, even drop song, but the song where everybody they fight. So I never saw anything on social media people saying, and Naira Marley what you do know they correct.
Do you understand? Nobody stood up to
In
him.
fact, the
Nobody
only ones I
voiced
saw were
out their
people like,
displeasure.
People were like, why he will come out? He just all this. It's more like this new artist where they don't help them go, they call it phone body and all of that.
Yeah.
Yesterday that I knew that people know
Mohbad, right?
I went to Twitter and what I saw trending was Mohbad. See, make I no lie. The only one of Mohbad song wey if I hear I listen to Mohbad. Now yesterday I come get to know some of the songs.
Do you get?
I was saying also na Mohbad na sing this song, Mohbad na sing this song. And then that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Dead body no dey smell flowers.
That's
They
right.
support he needed when he was alive.
John,
It's what they're
getting
giving when they're
now
dead.
when it's totally useless.
Okay,
to
now
him.
if I say if you're listening to us now, let's give you a test. Post on your status say you need 10K. Say make 10 people give you 1K, make you see the outcome.
But like just 1K.
Just 1K. 10 people, when they give you 1K.
Yeah, it depends.
Just-
If you have friends that can give you 1 million, you can put 1 million.
Forget, yes, if you get friends who can give you 1 million, put 1 million. But forget the fact say people don't get anything. When trouble come. Have you gone to burials before?
Ironically, I've only been to one burial in my. Oh, two. Recently, my friend died. So yeah, 2 burials in my entire existence.
Okay, so now let it not be as if I'm talking because they never give me birthday gift before. You understand? They never be like that.
Oh wow.
Okay, so Ami, what is the biggest birthday gift you received?
Birthday gift. Should I say a cake? I think that was 2020. Now 2021. Yeah, that was my ex. She baked a cake for me, and I think that was my first birthday gift ever.
First and ever.
Ever, like first
Are you
ever.
kidding?
Like, yeah, I came from a family where they don't really take all this birthday stuff so
Celebrations.
serious or too personal.
Yeah.
You understand? We don't do all those Christmas clothes, Christmas this. We don't do
that's
that. My dad will tell you that you buy clothes when you need them. You're not buying clothes because there are
When you need
celebration
to,
and stuff. Do you get? So there's possibility that my dad will decide that, oh, it's November, you guys should go for shopping. And don't mistake it that maybe you misuse those clothes and Christmas will come, they will buy you new. It's a lie. Better find one out of the November shopping and keep. Because if you don't, so that's the family I came from. So I didn't really grow up knowing that they celebrate people's birthday, this one, that one.
And it wasn't a thing for you.
It wasn't a thing for any of us.
But
Do you
now
understand?
There are people who it's a thing for them. You understand?
It wasn't a thing.
I just feel whether you grew up from social place or you grew up from social place, but at least when there's love to be shown, that love should be shown.
Yeah, I feel like
You
look
don't get
for
it.
avenues to love on people.
You understand?
That's my own personal philosophy. So I might not, like, personally, I don't believe in Valentine, all the Valentine Day.
Yeah.
I literally do not care about Valentine, but I leverage on it to, like, okay, this is a day people have associated with loving up on people.
Yeah,
So
so-
I will take advantage of it. So
Yeah.
whatever opportunity presents itself, I'm definitely going to take advantage of it. So whether it's your birthday, it's a naming ceremony, is a whatever Valentine, whether I believe it or not, I will just leverage on it to show, just appreciate you. Or it could be words. I might not buy you gifts or presents, but sometimes the words that you say, it goes a
Well,
long way also.
I just feel in the long run, what we should do is that wherever you are or wherever you find yourself, you should try and show love to people, even though you don't know them, even though you have nothing to gain. You should show love, because I feel, and the truth is, a lot of stuff have happened that sometimes, like the way the society is becoming, it's even hard right now to help people because of a lot of wrong stuff that are going on out there.
Very valid
Now,
points.
talking about, was it last week or when I was going back home and I was inside Keke, and somehow this lady was stopped and she wanted to jump in, and she was so much pricing with the Keke driver, and I could feel that actually she wasn't having money, because she was just contemplating, like, this little I have, like, if I pay this guy so amount, like, what will remain with? So she was just contemplating, and me, I was there with my girlfriend, we were inside the Keke, and I just kept quiet. After they bargain, the guy agreed, but she was still angry because the price the guy gave her was high, kind of. I just thought of it. I already concluded in my mind that help this girl. Now, this is what I did when we got to where we were dropping. We were to drop before her. So I just asked the driver, like, how much is for all of us, like everybody that was in the Keke. The driver now told me the amount. I was like, okay, no problem. And I'm paid for everybody. Now, one, I didn't care to know what was her name. I didn't care to know who she was, where she lived, phone number, nothing. I just paid for it. I said, I've paid for you, don't worry. And she was like, oh, thank you. And that was enough. Funny enough, I might even see her today. I won't even know that this was the person. Now, that is a true help, because I had nothing to gain.
True.
I had nothing at all to gain. And if I even see the lady today, I might not even know her. So you're helping out of the fact that you want to show love, because I knew she needed help at that point. So I feel we should show love.
Don't you think, is it because of how people reciprocate or react to love that people are becoming?
Yes, I think he actually made a point.
I say something there, because now there are a lot of people now, okay, there are a lot of things going on that you see, okay, most of these content creators, they will meet some people that they feel they are less privileged and stuff that need help. At the end of the day, there was a thing I saw on social media some time ago, I think 3 months ago or so, that a content creator came, saw one woman, a mother with twins, or was it triplet, under the bridge, and she was like, she doesn't have anywhere to stay, blah blah blah, no food to eat, with triplets. And this guy felt emotional and was like, okay, let me help this woman. This guy gave this woman the little he had on him, made a call on social media, people send him money. He rented, according to what I heard though, he rented an apartment for this woman, started a business for this woman. Few days later, he was passing another place, another bridge, under bridge, and saw this woman again there begging.
That one have business, she not turn that one.
Do you understand? So
like
now the question is, how will you help someone else? Like, in that situation when you do you understand?
business.
Now imagine that guy meeting someone else
Like,
who is in
Okay,
that
but-
situation.
but-
Will he help?
No, that's
That's
another
the question.
different case, no. But the point here is if you can't show that person love when the person is alive, there's no point of showing that person love when the person is dead. I think
Yeah,
it's,
sure.
it's of no point. It's of no point. That's why we say dead body they smell flowers. You can't give flowers to the dead people. They won't feel it. They don't know the effect or impact of that flowers on them.
That's
So
true.
I think for me, I just feel there's something that is wrong in the society and needs to be balanced, and it's that showing of love, genuine love to people when they're alive.
yeah, I think for me, there's a philosophy I'm trying to develop. I'm not fully there yet, but like, I have made up my mind that every day I will be kind to one person.
You know how that's what money to do.
Jones.
No,
I mean-
she's going to take us out after here. So
You people like water. What type of water do you like?
Do you know? Okay, now, do you know this girl base cake?
whoa.
I've reminded her
And I love
12
cake.
times on my birthday. 12.
On your birthday, even
And
though my
it's-
fault that
and I
you're not
love
around
cake.
on
No,
your
you
birthday. Since that it was confusing us, he put dates for show. So me in my mind, I thought that the show was to commemorate his birthday, right?
Oh yeah.
Only for me to now call him and wish him happy birthday on the day he says it's not his
Dead body in the
birthday.
smell flower. Give me an
But at
excuse.
least I showed love to him.
What
Though it was
is
not
that?
even on his birthday, but I still did.
Well,
Thank you very much.
Okay, so anyway, just before we go, what's your advice to people? What do you want to tell people concerning this issue of the body in the smell flower?
My country people. That sounded so weird. Anyway, just like I said a moment ago, just be kind to one person a day. Just make up your mind that today, as I'm going out, and it mustn't be somebody you know. It can just be a random person. Just make up your mind that be intentional about, like, let it be at the back of your mind. So as I'm going out today, I'm going to intentionally be kind to one person. They might not deserve it. You don't know them from anywhere. Like he said, there will be no strings attached. But I'm going to be kind to one person.
Yeah.
So it takes one person. So just take it one person at a time, one person per day.
And then what will become a better place.
Sure.
Okay, so I mean, what's
yeah.
the
Basically, I go with what she said, and I feel what we should do is be kind and show love to people, irrespective of everything that is going on in the world right now. But at the same time, be careful.
careful?
Yeah, show love, but at the same time, be careful and don't overdo to the point that you get yourself into trouble. So basically, that's just my advice to everybody
Okay.
out there.
All right. So my own advice is, see, if your friend post something for status, say, I beg, help me repost that. Repost that. If you're in business, help out. See, the customers with the person you for fit deal on your status. If the person post something for Instagram, say, I beg, I'm competing for something on Instagram, like and comment. I beg, what does it take? It doesn't. If I post my video for YouTube, like, no, but that's the simplest you can get. That's the simplest you can get. You have friends who do businesses. They post every day. Just post it. Repost it. Doesn't take anything from you. Don't start posting their burial pictures or their songs or their businesses. Say, this person